Have you ever had a crush on someone? Do you know how it feels? If you have never had a crush before, it may be hard to understand, but I believe most of you have experienced it at least once. Some people even have more than one crush at the same time. But don't worry, I don't need to know your story. Right now, I am completely obsessed with only one person. When I was in the early years of my teenage life, I had a secret that I never told anyone. Not my best friend, not my mother, not even my diary knew the whole truth. But today, I want to share that secret with all of you. The story of my crush. The secret is about my stepbrother. His name is Mike. Mike came into my life 3 years ago when my mother married his father. At first, I did not care about him. To me, he was just a quiet and strange boy who stayed in his room most of the time. He did not talk much. He rarely smiled. He always looked serious, like he was thinking about something very deep, but he was very handsome. He had soft black hair that sometimes fell over his eyes. His eyes were calm and dark. His voice was low and gentle. When he walked past me, he smelled like clean soap and books. Yes, books. Mike loved books more than anything. At first, I thought he was weird. He woke up early on weekends. He drank coffee with no sugar. He listened to soft music at night and sometimes stared at the sky for a long time. But he was very kind. One day, I dropped a glass in the kitchen. It broke loudly. I was scared my mother would be angry. Before I could clean it, Mike came quickly. "Don't move," he said softly. "You might cut your feet." He brought a broom and cleaned everything carefully. Then he checked my hands to see if I was hurt. That day, something changed inside my heart. After that, I began to notice many small things about him. When he talked with my mother, he always listened carefully. When our neighbor's cat was sick, he bought medicine with his own money. When it rained, he quietly moved my shoes inside so they would not get wet. He never asked for praise. He was just kind. And somehow, my heart started beating faster whenever he was near. At first, I told myself, "No, he is just your stepbrother. Stop thinking like this." But feelings are strange. They grow quietly, like flowers in the dark. One night, I could not sleep. I went to the kitchen to drink some water. The house was dark and silent. I noticed a soft light in the living room. Mike was sitting near the window. Rain was falling outside. Soft piano music was playing from his phone. He looked at the rain like he was lost in his thoughts. My heart started beating very fast. Without thinking too much, I slowly walked toward him. Before he noticed me, I gently wrapped my arms around his waist. For a moment, everything became quiet. My heart was beating so loudly that I thought he could hear it. Mike did not push me away. Instead, he gently held my hand. Then he turned his face toward me. Our faces were very close. I closed my eyes, thinking he might kiss me. But he did something unexpected. He smiled softly and touched my nose with his finger. "Go to sleep," he said quietly. Then he walked away to his room. I stood there in the living room, completely confused. That night, I could not sleep at all. My mind was full of him. The next morning, I woke up late. Mike had already left the house. All day, I kept thinking about what happened. Did he feel something too? Or was it only me? That night, close to midnight, my phone received a message from an unknown number. I almost ignored it, but something told me to check. The message was short. "I will be home late tonight. Don't wait for me." At the bottom of the message, there was one more line. "And try not to hug me like that again." My heart dropped. But then I saw the next message appear. "Unless you really mean it." I froze for a moment. Then another message came. "Because I have been trying very hard not to fall for you." My heart started beating so fast, I thought it would explode. A few minutes later, I heard the front door open. Mike walked into the living room and saw me standing there with my phone in my hand. For the first time, he looked nervous. "I think," he said slowly, "we should talk." I nodded, and for the first time in 3 years, we sat together and talked honestly about our feelings. That night, I realized something important. Sometimes love begins in the most unexpected place, and sometimes the person who understands your heart the most was beside you all along. I cannot imagine what our relationship will be like in the future. I try not to think too far ahead. Right now, I only want to focus on this moment. All I know is that when I am near him, I feel warm and peaceful. It is not something loud or dramatic. It is a quiet feeling that slowly fills my heart. His presence alone is enough to make me happy. I do not sit there dreaming about marrying him one day. I also do not want our parents to become angry or disappointed because of us. That would make everything complicated. For now, I just keep these feelings inside my heart. Loving someone quietly in my mind feels safe. As long as we do nothing wrong, I think it is okay to feel this way. That night, I sat next to him in silence. The rain outside was still falling softly against the window. The room was calm and warm. The only sound was the quiet piano music playing from his phone. Mike sat beside me, looking out at the rain. For a while, neither of us said anything, but somehow the silence did not feel uncomfortable. It felt peaceful. Suddenly, he moved a little closer and gently placed his warm hand over mine. My heart started beating faster immediately. A strange warmth spread through my chest, like a small fire growing inside me. I was too nervous to move. Then he leaned slightly toward me and whispered softly near my ear, "Go to bed, girl. You have class tomorrow." His voice was calm, but I could hear a small smile in it. I looked at him, feeling both shy and confused. Before I could say anything, he slowly stood up. For a moment, he looked back at me with those calm, gentle eyes. Then he quietly walked to his room, leaving me alone in the living room. But this time, I did not feel confused anymore. Instead, a small smile appeared on my face, because somehow, I felt that he understood my feelings. And maybe, just maybe, his heart was starting to understand mine too. That night, I finally went to bed with a warm feeling in my heart. For the first time, I felt that this story between us might become something beautiful, not something rushed, not something dramatic, just something simple and real. And sometimes, the most beautiful stories begin with moments like this. Two people sitting quietly together, while the rain falls softly outside. This is only a small part of a secret I have been keeping in my heart for a very long time. A quiet story about my first crush and my first love. Many times I wanted to talk about it, but the words never came out the way I wanted. Sometimes I even ask myself if I should keep this secret forever. But another part of me feels like I should finally share it, even if it is a little embarrassing or difficult to explain. So please give me a moment. Maybe if I slow down and think carefully, I can find some simple words to describe what my heart has been feeling all this time. Because this story is not just about an ordinary crush. It is about a feeling that slowly grew inside my heart without me even noticing. Until one day, I realized that this person had already become very special to me. Please leave a comment and tell me honestly what you think about my secret. Do you judge me, or do you understand my feelings? You can also share your own secret if you want. I would love to read your stories too. And please subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Thank you for taking your time to listen to my story. The next episode is coming soon.